Hmm.
Oh Jesus!
There we go.
Yeah, King Shadow got in. That's good.
He got the
that's fine.
Harry. He got the Harry picture.
fine.
Yep, indeed.
Yeah, I guess I'll just join the audience.
That's a great
Oh,
picture.
I can get out. You want to go in? Or
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You can't leave
Okay.
Nessie because it doesn't
okay.
kick you out. You see,
It's fine. Go ahead.
Mr. Nessie.
Yeah, I'll join the audience.
And then you're
Like-
you are actually a Mister. Okay.
Flopsy, every time you play this game, you get the same picture.
Because I'm the first person in.
Right.
Alright, people join the audience, yeah?
Not
Sure, I
really.
mean, says we've got
this
one in the
looks
audience.
I'll join the audience now.
I don't mind the name Mr. Nessie because it distinguishes it from my sister with the same name.
Yeah, so you have
Oh.
pictures to draw, kind of like Drawful, but
Yeah, but you have to have the letter inside it.
yeah, but you only get one colour to draw with, so that you can just cover the letter with it.
Huh.
Oh yes. Another thing is that the letter is always a random letter in your name.
Ah.
Yeah, so think about what's in your name. So, Nessie, you've effectively added an M and an R to your names. That's quite smart.
For instance,
I guess that was unintentional, but I guess that worked out.
it could be anyone here except Flopsy or Pooty.
Oh right, I'm checking now.
Yeah, Mantha could get numbers picked from her name.
I was going to say, I hope it doesn't pick numbers because I'm the only one with numbers.
Or the W from King Shadow.
Well, I see a 3 over there too.
I don't think the numbers will get picked, but
Oh
we
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
but
don't
even
think
if
they
it's
will.
Inside
Jimmy
it leaks through the other day, no
Although,
numbers were.
However, Nessie's the only one with an underscore.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they do. I don't think they'll do underscores or numbers, but we don't know.
Yeah, but an underscore would be easy to disguise. It's just a line, isn't it?
Were also the world's most devious murderers. They had devised a unique competition where they earned points for solving crimes and points.
And by the way, you're allowed to discuss who did the murder in this game. That's the point.
Prepared with 2 murder weapons. Look at the prompt on your device to see the first one you'll draw. But take heed, as a murderer, you also have a calling card, a letter from your own name that you must include in your drawings. Do your best to hide the letter as
Okay, now the
part of
prompts have got even harder from when I played earlier.
Huh.
If your calling card is too obvious, your fellow detectives may spot it and trace the weapon back to you. Draw 2 weapons and hide your calling card now.
You can move the letter around and resize it and turn it around as much as you like. That's what those tools are for.
I've got a plan.
I've got a plan. I don't like the sound of that. Ico Tulot says, I've got a plan.
Before, you can turn off tutorials in the settings menu and promise not to take it personally.
Can hear your birds in the meadow.
Oh yeah, that'll probably be omelette at this time of the morning.
And you got to do 2 pictures as well. That's why the time that's really high.
Oh wait! Oh, draw this. Oh, sorry. Draw this weapon. I did not read the headline. I just thought I need to hide something.
Oh god.
You made that
think-
mistake the first time we played as well. I didn't notice the prompt.
Ico Tulot's cunning plan failed, everybody.
I don't even know what that is. Okay. My drawings will all be
The other
crap.
thing to be aware of also
Interesting.
is in the later rounds, it's not always going to be the same font that the letter is drawn in.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I think for the first round it does use the same font for the card and the weapon, but in the second round it doesn't.
There you are.
I suppose
Which I
you could
used
also
to my
give
full
yourself an
advantage
unfair
last time I
advantage by
played.
making your name have a ton of letters in it.
I mean, sort of, but then like if it's a letter that no one else's name has in it, then it kind of points specifically to you.
Then it does point you out
Maybe
pretty
that
easily.
trade
What
Yeah.
about if you draw all the letters in the picture?
Yeah, that's the other thing. You could always like deliberately draw more letters in to kind of hide it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's moving along here.
Okay, the first one I completely messed up, and the second one, well, I didn't even know what the term is.
Well, just have to do your best.
You gotta at least draw the picture. Come on, you can't just purposely sabotage yourself.
I unknowingly sabotaged myself.
Okay, I'm done. just waiting on Pooey now.
He's making a masterpiece.
Oh, just me. Sorry.
It's alright.
He's making his masterpiece,
Just
that's why.
Realize
Right.
how long the timer is.
What? I just noticed the timer now.
I've extended the
Yeah,
timer.
400 seconds for a whole thing.
Oh, by the way, there is an option to completely turn off timers in these games in Jackbox Party Pack 8.
Ugh,
Oh.
no. That'd be
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, having
Especially not
AFK
if
play.
Mobius is playing.
Well,
If you have people who tend not to play half the time, then it can be catastrophic.
Yeah, if someone drops out or loses internet or something, that's the game screwed, isn't it? If you have no timer.
And also, people can take forever and join.
I thought the timers were have been okay for the most part, but they're a bit short in the wheel game on some
I think
questions.
the only one that
and
was
on-
actually relatively bad was Job.
No one
Job's timers were short. I thought they were okay.
Thought they were okay.
Well, it took a bit long
I
for me
thought
to
that was
actually
fine when I
complete
played
some of
the other
my
day.
things and that
I don't
game.
actually know if we had
I can't wait to see his
extended
masterpiece,
timers or
Booty.
not, but
I know this better be good, Pooty.
it's probably just going to be a giant lemming dong.
That's what Willem
Can you
does.
do custom episodes on this? Like, can you make a lemming dong the murder weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you could actually easily cut down whose weapon it actually is.
Well, not if everyone gets told to draw on one.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's right.
Lana gets told to draw one.
Who's in the audience anyway?
I am.
How many are in the audience? Because I can't see.
Four.
She's in the audience, isn't she?
Yeah, Lucia's in the audience, I think.
Okay, so
I don't
she,
know, but
me, anyone else?
It's getting me to strike lightning near.
I
Oh,
ignore
you're the one who's doing the lightning. That's
both
awesome.
of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm the one
cool.
who's been doing the lightning too,
Bloody
so.
hell, Pooty.
I ignored the prompt for both
The
of
only one
them.
There we go.
I haven't.
And now we have to name our secret accomplice. We have to make something that no one that's to figure out make it hard for others to figure out who it belongs to, but also convincing enough that more people will pick them to kill.
I've got a plan for that one at least.
Ooh, Icho has a cunning plan.
Well,
So
maybe
is
it fails as
essentially a
spectacular
random name I
scene.
have to put in.
Just don't let me ponder.
Yeah, careful if you do a lemming.
Well, it's muted his mic. He must be like drawing a big lemming dong or something and not wanting us to hear
Yep.
him laugh.
I feel like I've missed a trick. I wonder if it lets you name another player as your accomplice.
Later in the game, like in the next round, I think.
I don't get this.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this whole accomplice part means either.
You'll
I
They're
don't
the people.
get
They're
any
the
of
people.
it.
They're the people. They're the people who are going to get murdered.
Do you just come up with a random name, or are you trying to like
Yeah,
come
you're
up with a
trying to.
name that will point to
You
another
want to-
player and just take the blame off of
You
yourself?
want to not
Well, you
not
could do
point
either,
to you
but
specifically. Beyond that, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
You don't really want a name that will lead back to you.
Yeah, but you also want to pick one that people will actually try to kill because.
Oh, I don't get this.
Whoa,
You need to
don't
make it
play.
convincing that it's somebody
Yeah,
else,
this
but it's
part of the
also
game
something
is
that
a
will
bit
catch
weird.
people's eye.
You need to stick with games. You need to let them play out.
Yeah, I didn't like it the first time, but I'm giving it another go. 'Cause
Right, pretty much.
Welcome our honorees for the evening, the world's greatest.
it might grow on me, like some other games did.
He would
Yeah.
be so thrilled if he knew you like I do.
I'm calling it Silken's winning this.
Oh, winning this, I
Probably will
don't.
win.
I don't understand any of it. I
Either
can't win it.
Pooty or Echo.
Your drawings is out in the open, just as well. These gifts represent every type of weapon you'll see this evening.
Oh, these are very good. These are very good drawings, except for Echoes. What the hell's going on there?
You cannot
Someone's good
see
shot
my
there.
I get the
letter.
feeling that's just cheating right
You were
there.
supposed to Sonic the Hedgehog. Or Paul McSoccer face.
Oh, wow.
Harry the Horrible. Freddy.
Freddy.
These are good names. I like it. Ground Pepper. Mantha. But we don't do that.
I slammed my penis in the car door.
I slammed my penis in the car door.
Heavens, a blackout? I'm much too rich for this sort of inconvenience. At least with you all around, we can be sure there won't be any foul play.
All of you could be evil enough to put my name down.
I'm to murder.
Oh, evil. I just don't get it.
Murder on your device. Then guess which detective brought them to the ball. You
Got it!
know
First
what
time!
fellow detectives may have written, or simply take a stab in the dark. If you're the first to figure out who brought a guest, your murder is successful, but your weapon will be left behind as evidence. And be quick, the lights could come back on any second.
How many people are going to be dead?
Bennington, is the chandelier voice activated?
No luck.
It sounds like Omelette and Quiche have decided to be quiet again. That's good. I've been so out of
I am
control
really
lately.
struggling with this.
Well, it's not like you want to announce your moves yet.
Oh.
Wow,
1, 2,
6
3,
people have been
6
murdered.
people.
Of our guests have been murdered.
Each murder
Le
earns the perpetrator a secret point. And the longer you get away with it,
I like the noise effects.
Well, at least the world's greatest detective happened to be here. What a stroke of luck. To the detective board.
I love the banter in this.
Aha! We found the murder weapons. Let's start by looking at just 2 of these instruments of death. By examining the bodies, we can tell how many dreadful.
So we got to pick one now to investigate.
and if you brought one of these guests, each of those attempts earns you points.
This is peculiar. If I didn't know better, I'd say these weapons are the same as some of the gifts you all brought.
What a coincidence.
Unfortunately, we.
I think the one on the left
to solve
is
one of those
named
cases.
That means the other murderer will get away, for now.
Could be wrong,
Or the steam could.
It could be you, Namida.
Yeah, it could be you.
It could
Funny
be.
how you immediately, funny how you immediately jumped to me.
In the
Well,
mid,
it's got very visible M's in the same font as your wood chipper, that's why.
the S
And then
could
this
also
round
be
font's the
steam. The steam could also be letter S.
Could be.
What letter
It
could be?
but
By the way, there's a hurry up.
Right.
There's a hurry up timer at the bottom. Like push the button.
Also, I don't get this.
The M on the left is way too clean.
The
the
M.
one on the right.
I have a feeling it's Mantha, but
It could be
Wow.
Bantha or Namida. They've both got M's in their name.
yeah, but I can see an M in Mantha's wood chipper.
Because
Yeah, and in the same font as well. Like the
It's
first two
not an
drawings
M.
are very
It's not.
similar.
It's not an M. It's a spout.
Yes, but it looks like an
Why not
M.
both?
It might look like an M, but it isn't an M.
We have our case.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
Since
Oh, what a surprise!
Oh, investigating his own murder.
Evidence for a closer look. Now, everyone hurry.
No, I brought the guest who was murdered.
Cthulhu's got nothing to go on his picture.
Yeah, see, so I'm thinking this M is a lot like this on the right of the wood chipper. That's my logic. I could be wrong.
You're
I mean,
wrong.
does anyone want to take a closer look at mine to be sure? Just as disclosure. There you go.
Whoever has the most votes
Probably should look at Nifty as well. He's got an M and an S in his name. Those Silken and Shadows do have one of those letters. There's nothing like an S
Could be
in
a
that one.
W. Could be an upside down W.
True, actually, that is a very good point. But there's nothing like either in his picture here, so.
I forgot you could. I forgot you.
See if we can.
Yes, very good lesson you've drawn there, Eco. Thank you.
Ico, you just love making games funny, don't you?
I think
Well-
Nico should be. I think he should be disqualified for his picture.
You just can't see the letter. You just need to look closely.
Guilty. She did do it.
I did. I mean,
Yeah,
one of the letters picked a fucking great M. Right, that wasn't going to be fucking impossible to disguise. With the fucking.
and awarding each other points when you're right, even when the rest of the group gets it wrong.
Who was first?
It was me.
What a tragedy.
Oh, it's not all bad.
Jeez.
Same as before.
This one's a bit harder.
You're a murderer. Deflect suspicion.
Because they mess you up by changing the colour, so you can't even use the colour as a.
Your sterling reputation.
Right.
Don't see anything obvious in either of them, to be honest.
No.
Maybe those handles on the cups, although I can't see a specific thing they look like.
How is a
But I think Neil
breathtaking
might be the
sunset
better
a
lead
weapon?
overall. Yeah, that is
I think
well.
I think the right hand one's much more likely.
I don't have a specific lead on it, but I do have.
Maybe it's just an O in Freddy. It's just a big O, and it's made into a.
Yeah, but it doesn't look quite. It doesn't quite look uniform enough. It
Or
doesn't
it's.
look
Wait,
perfect enough.
do we have a
letter.
Q?
No,
Yeah,
but
we
we've
don't
got
have a
like
Q.
O's and Pooty and King Shadows who both have very visible O's in their original drawings.
Well, it's not me because I already have a breathtaking sunset.
Oh,
Oh,
Nessie's
yes,
in charge.
true. Oh wait, both of them do.
You got a magnifying glass, Nessie.
It's
Right.
not me or Pooey.
We've got no idea what's
So,
in his.
that's. I think if it's the letter's going to be in the grass somewhere, disguised in the grass.
Their drawings for
I mean, I do see some letters in the grass.
Oh, I can see an N on the left. First on the left, there's a N.
There is there's an Ed.
There's a
Who's going
perfect N on the.
Ah, yes.
That's
Picture.
Nessie, Namido, and Silken then, and
Not
Mantha.
me.
Well, it's not me because I've already been discovered.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. So I guess we'll look at the grass here real quick.
There is an N in there.
Definitely
There
an
is
N on the left hand side. It's two perfectly straight.
So,
I think it's Namida.
Yes.
What makes you think it's Namido?
I see an N.
It's Nessie's or Mantha's.
Yeah, but it could be-
it could be Nessie or King Shadow.
It can't be.
Look at Silken as
Can't
well.
be me because I already have I've already have a thing called breathtaking sunset.
Ah,
Maybe
yeah,
it's an
that's true.
M.
I've also been discovered already, so it's not me.
Now, do you have to have when you're creating your two weapons? Does it have to be the same letter in both of them?
It is the same letter in every picture by the same player, but not necessarily in the same font.
It was
Unless
Namido. It was Namido.
So, obviously, you've worked out now that my letter's N, so every picture I draw will have the letter N, but not necessarily in that font.
There's one pair of murders left to examine.
Like when I played with Bleak's crew the other day, my letter was T, because I use the name Trumbull
Oh,
here.
see-
It's not always the first letter, by the way. It can be a later letter in the name.
Viscera out of 18th century satin.
That's sneaky, writing a word out.
Yes, but
We should investigate my murder. I
the
think.
S is very smooth.
Who swapped?
William said he was heading out for a bit.
Seems like one.
Yeah, press hurry up. We already decided.
Let's continue.
We're waiting.
Okay.
Okay, you still there?
Oh, it could
Yeah,
be
the audience vote
the
too.
O in
When you see on the
Pooty.
sides, the audience vote.
The O in Pooty. The O is very
Which is
smooth.
ironic.
It can't be
For
Pooty
God's
because
sake, we need, he's
he's
got to come back now.
Or we'll just have to try and figure it out without. Do any of those letters look perfect? The S looks pretty good.
I think it might be Flopsy.
Hmm.
I think you might be right, actually.
It's on the left of the
The
spell.
S's look very similar.
Yes, yes, yes.
I was actually looking at the O, but yes, S is also there. Yeah, I think it is Flopsy.
On with it.
And let's face it, would we be surprised if Flopsy killed Mantha?
Oh, very nice.
I never said anything about his motive.
Let's have it.
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
Yeah, we're having a lot better luck this session than we did in Bleaks the other day, that's for sure.
Oh, what happened in Bleaks? How bad was your luck?
As for the murders we
Oh, we just didn't tend to get a lot of them right, that's all.
Oh.
Now how about we hang it all?
Turn the power on.
Oh, here we go again.
We need some more weapons to keep this party going.
Oh god, here we go again.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna head out
Long
again.
one.
Have fun.
this time.
Yeah, see you later to Nintendo Addict. Oh god.
Just on that alone, it's a pretty long one.
It says this game could go as long as 35 minutes.
Yeah.
35 minutes?
So-
Bloody hell.
Sounded like Flopsy there.
So, can you ever not complain?
I know, but they're complaining and there's 35 bloody minutes.
It wasn't the only time.
We're going to draw 2 again.
Yeah.
So.
2 brushes.
What do you do in the audience exactly, KYN?
It just has to like tap buttons to pick where the lightning worker. But you see the ones that were on the side, yeah, that's the audience vote for the murders and stuff.
What the hell? What I've got is not even a letter.
You can disguise my letter.
The second one, it's in a really, like, kind of fancy, like, handwritten type font.
Yes.
I mean, Flopsy, even you've got to agree that 35 minutes is a bit long.
No, I don't mind. As long as everybody's
Well, I mean,
having
if you
fun.
think how long these sessions go on for, although I do reckon we should probably, if we play this again, turn off the extended timers, because the per round time is a little bit excessive, I reckon. Like, 5 minutes to draw for this is more than is really necessary, I reckon.
Yes.
Well done.
Maybe we can use this time. Mimo. No, nothing more.
Well, maybe we can just manually be a little bit faster with the drawings or so.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, now you know what to do now, so we're going to get a lot more crafty drawings, aren't we?
Has anyone saw Willem's message? I'm just heading out to run a quick errand. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. That's what Willem says.
Oh, okay.
You said that about like 5 minutes ago when you left.
I just noticed it now.
I swear to God, I am fucking changing my name if I play this again to like A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z.
Come on, man.
And then if you like get a letter that no one else has in their name, it's very obviously you.
They might just do that as well.
Not to mention, I think there's a limit on how long the name can actually be.
Oh, yeah, there is a limit.
It's impossible to disguise my letter.
You can use my technique.
It's not impossible. You've just got to be
No,
creative.
don't go down.
Use the
don't
fog.
go down-
The fog.
Don't go down Ico to like the cheetah route.
No, because you
What I
can't
reckon,
just do,
like, honestly,
you can't just
this
do
game,
that
what-
because
Defeats
There
the
you
point,
go.
doesn't it?
it keeps the outline. So
Yeah, but if there's enough outlines, it's still almost impossible to spot. But what I reckon this game needs is like an ink limit on how much you can actually draw.
Now you're going too far.
And that would
Igor.
make it. I mean, not like too small, like a decent quantity, but just so that you can't like scribble out the whole thing like Eco did, basically.
Ico too like the cheetah.
I'm one of the world's smartest detectives.
Recruit a new accomplice by entering another
Oh
name.
god, here we go.
I think that's pretty questionable, but okay.
To murder doesn't do you any good. Give them a name that stands out.
It's done.
You still there, Lucia?
Nicely done.
got the hiccups.
We have some new arrivals. Please join me in welcoming our new guests.
Who we got this time?
Yeah, I'm here,
Crystal.
Popsy.
Crystal Palace Football Club.
Kevin.
Super hit the Distalin. Opex.
Popsy.
Yeah, are you watching the game?
Yes.
Backer is love, backer is life. Willem! I like that, using someone who's not playing.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot, I bet there's going to be a lot of attempts of murdering Willem.
Pick one of our remaining guests and guess who brought them. If you're right, the dark deed will be done.
Stay calm. Most of us will get out of this alive. I think.
Oh wow.
Got 4 murders already.
I think it's always 6, then 4, then 4.
Yeah, they count the second one.
When the police called me and said there was going to be a series of murders here tonight, and I shouldn't have the party because of the murders.
What?
These weapons are deadlier than my legendary wit.
Sounds very much like Lemmings for the dog.
Yes, who is playing Lemmings? We can hear the music.
Let's continue.
Is that Lucia?
I think the one on the right, like though, that looks like an
H.
N, like
It's a
the N's
H.
on both of them.
That's an
It's
H.
hate.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The left person is an A. Which could-
King Shadow.
In King Shadow's pictures, that structure has a lot of H's.
The one on the right is Eco to a lot, I reckon, because Max's reaction suggests it's not her. He wasn't trying to throw us off at all. I think the one on the right is Eco.
Oh, what surprise! Man's the chief investigator.
Oh, and it's her guest, so it can't be. Oh, I guess it could be. I don't know. I reckon Eco.
I don't think the H actually.
Hey.
Oh, maybe I see it now.
I think,
It can't be Shadow.
I think the stickman's legs fancy letters. The stickman's legs. I think they're fancy letters.
Yeah, no, the stickman on the left, his whole body is a fancy H.
Yeah, I see.
Which could only be Eco or King Shadow or Mantha, but we can rule out Mantha because it's her guest. We can rule out King Shadow because his weapon in the sample is
How
the
do you know
same
it's
as
her
this,
guest?
Because it gave her the magnifying glass. Doesn't it usually give that to the person whose guest was murdered?
Okay.
At least that's what I was thinking, and maybe I'm wrong.
That's
Don't
pretty
forget to press,
reasonable.
don't forget to press hurry up when you're done.
The suspense is killing me.
Let's see.
Innocent!
You fools!
Many of you did vote for the actual guilty party, and to which you're rewarded with points at the end of the night. There's one pair of murders left to investigate. Try to do it better this time.
Well, not bad. That's the first one we've gotten wrong so far this game.
Yeah.
Devilish
So,
mind would
who
use
died in
weapons
the
as
blender?
devilish as these. Some
Super
kind
Hitler
of
to Stalin.
devil.
I think that's the one for me.
I see. Yes, yes.
All right. Let's extract him. Oh.
I kind of feel like the right one's going to be clearly outvoted.
It could be a H or a T. A T
L.
maybe.
It could be an L.
Or an L.
Lemmings
Right,
again.
Can whoever's doing the Lemmings music just stop now? It's getting annoying.
I think they're doing it on purpose. I think they're just playing lemmings.
Is it the suspense? Did the suspense do it?
What?
I don't
So we can
know.
rule out anybody's got a wood chipper on the right, I think.
Looks like Nessie.
I was going to say we can rule out the both.
But it can't be Nessie because same weapon.
The very
Yeah, it's got to be
straight
someone who doesn't
line.
have a wood chipper on the right. It also can't be me because it's my guess.
Found for your fellow detectives.
Let's continue.
I don't have a clue.
All right, O'Donnell.
I don't seem to think it's Silken.
All right.
Oh, why do you think it's me? Nah, that ain't me. I don't get the game, but I don't think it's me.
Well, it'll say innocent then, won't it?
No, it seems to be the pluck.
This is why we should never perform investigations after cocktails. The worst part of all this is no one's mentioned my new haircut. Now I think it's time for blast.
Another murder.
More murdering.
I won't stop you.
God.
Anyone who gets murdered is banned from my parties forever.
I'm just
Yeah.
Wow. These stabbings for the honest is pretty random.
Who's going to pay to dry clean the blood off my lion skin rug? I'll tell you who it's me.
That does
It's
not
always
look like a
bloody
lion
me.
skin rug.
7 attempted murders on Solid Edge. I think it's right that we investigate that murder of that then, isn't it?
The flame. Yeah, I agree.
My word, come now.
Right, any guesses on who did it? Probably Nessie or
Kinda
Mantha.
looks. Wait,
Someone
Nessie and
wrote
Mantha
my
both have a
name.
wood chipper as their thing on the right, so it can't be either of them. 'Cause
Yeah.
Their sample picture is also a wood chipper.
No,
Is
that's
it
the clock
Eco?
Flopsy.
It might be Eco.
Yeah, I
makes
mean,
you
we
say
can't
that?
really ever rule Eco out. Just
No, it might be Pooty, actually. I think it's Pooty. I think it must be Pooty. I think it's Pooty. I think it's Pooty.
Why?
Why do you think it's me?
Because of the O. I see an O. I see an O in it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and there's a few O's in his drawing as well, and no other, obviously. I
There's
guess
like
it could
plenty
be
of
a
them,
T
I think.
from him. Is there anything like the T in here? I guess kind of the top left of the wood chipper
Ah, I
could be
see
a really
it. I
obscured
see
T.
it. It is definitely Pooty. It's got a P at the. It's a P at the top.
It's already calling it.
There's a P at the top.
Where?
Like the right of the log that's going into it. I think
Yeah,
it's meant to be a
Oh, I
log,
see it.
isn't
It looks like a P.
Oh,
I see.
it
the
would have
P,
helped
yeah.
if the person had put the magnifier over it.
Yeah, that was. He's innocent.
It's not me.
Well, King Shadow just led us down the rabbit hole there, didn't he?
He's kind of very ecstatic about it.
Which probably means it was him.
Probably.
These cases make me feel as uneasy as a man.
Did we ever find out at the end who did what?
I believe you do.
I think so, yeah.
Let's see.
There's like a round first where you like speed guess all the remaining ones as well, and you don't have
Wow,
much
it's not
time.
bad.
You've got
Wow,
to make
nice,
real quick
nice.
guesses. The right one looks like it might be a bit easier to spot things in. I don't know. Hard to say.
Well, there is a uniform O at the bottom, but
Actually, I mean, there's a lot more clawfoot tabs, and there's more clawfoot tabs in the sample, so we can like rule more people out if we go with that one. I think.
Oh, so we can switch.
Yeah, you can switch your answer as much as you like until the timer runs out.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
You didn't pick.
I'm changing the last minute.
see, my suspect was Pooty.
It can't be Silken, Eco, or whoever's got the magnifying glass, which is Pooty.
Why can't it
Could
be
exactly
Pooty?
be me. That bit could be a fancy
It was his
guess.
guest. I don't think they can kill their own guest.
That bit could be a fancy guess.
Oh,
You
that
see?
would make sense.
Next to there.
Yeah.
So it could be
Oh,
me.
yeah,
I
could
think
be.
that's possible.
Could be Flopsy as well, but
I think it's
No, it
Nessie.
couldn't be you because you've got the same weapon in your sample as is used here. It's Flopsy or Nessie,
I think.
or possibly King Shadow.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's Flopsy, Nessie,
It's
or
not
King Shadow,
Flopsy
assuming
because
that is
we know that it's not Silken. That's for sure.
Why?
Because he's using the same weapon. He's got the same weapon.
Oh yeah.
We have a split going on here, haven't we?
Oh, be careful because if it's a split, it becomes a hung jury.
A hung jury.
What's a hung jury?
Basically, if it's a tie, it just skips it.
Oh.
Ah,
Wrong
I bet it was
again.
Flopsy. I bet it was Flopsy and I had it right. But it just changed at the last moment so we didn't have a hung jury.
Cold cases.
Ton of unsolved murders, and I am not going back to prison. Look, just take a guess at all of the remaining cases. I'll
Okay.
give you points if you're right, even if the group votes the other way.
And I'll give murderers extra points for every detective they fool into voting for someone else.
Time is running out. Please hurry.
Ah, yes.
So you don't get much time for this, so think quickly.
Fascinating.
I see everyone voting for Flopsy. He's got the same. He's got the same weapon.
Oh.
Yeah, it can't be someone who's got a clawfoot tab as their sample weapon, so there's no point loading Flopsy or me for this one. Like guaranteed to be wrong.
Silken an audience, you can't vote for someone who's got the same clawfoot top.
You can vote for them, but it won't be right.
It's got an L in it. It's got an L in it. It was Silken.
Okay.
Oh yeah, was me.
I told you it was an L in it.
This is hard.
I can't. My eyesight's too. So it can't be Echo or Silken, is that right?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah, they
right.
already did Silken, so.
Interesting.
There can't be
I mean,
C's in
the
it
fact
then, if
that
that's the
Silken's
case.
done another one of these doesn't rule him out, but the fact that he's also got the good China as his sample weapon, that is what rules Silken out here.
We're saying it's Putin.
It's Nessie.
Oh!
That's very good. That's good, Nessie.
Excellent.
That was a
Very
good
clever.
disguising. That was good disguising there.
Thank you.
Blown away.
Okay, Silken's out, Nessie's out.
No, Nessie's not necessarily out because there can be more than one for each person, but the people who had Clawfoot Tub as their sample, so Flopsy and me, are out for this one only, not as a whole.
Ah, okay.
I can see an eye. I've suddenly spotted an eye.
Yeah, I've spotted an eye too. I think Echo's well and truly out the bag there, isn't he?
I mean, it's not always the first letter of the name.
King Shadow,
No,
but
no one else. Could be King or something, but.
yeah.
It was
Ooh.
Nice.
Can't believe I actually spotted that eye. Didn't see it at first.
Or is it an eye? Okay, maybe an eye. Okay.
Worst one. Just turn inside.
Now that is a wood chipper.
Well, I'm a wood chipper and Ness is a wood chipper, so. I'm just voting randomly at this point.
Perhaps. Let's continue.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's extrapolate.
I got it.
Yes, yes.
No dawdle.
Bit of a eureka moment there.
Try this.
I don't know. I changed my mind.
I've changed
I
my
prob-
mind a lot.
Oh, Frosty!
It's an
Oh,
eye.
that's in there.
That was
That's
a pretty
good, though.
good disguising as well. Well, that's a H for definite. Now, who did we vote for last time this picture came up? I can't remember who we voted for. Was it Echo? It was.
Echo.
Interesting.
So King Shadow then.
Breathtaking.
No, because he's got this as a sample, so it can't be him.
Oh no, it can't be. Who else has got a H?
You guys got a H, let me go to you.
Yeah, but
Manthus
it's
got
not
a-
me.
Yeah, that's
This is known to be an N.
on who it was, I'd say.
I don't know.
That is, unless we're wrong and thinking that that's an H and someone's just set up a
I
really
just
good
voted for Echo
disguise.
again. I don't know why. Because I ran out of time.
It's Nessie.
Uh-huh.
That's an egg.
That's supposed to be an N.
No,
Wow.
that's a fancy Y, but I turned it upside down so you guys would think it was an H.
Nessie, you're too good at
Really clever.
this. Fucking hell. Oh
How
God,
are
we
we
didn't
that
get this one.
How are we that dumb? Who did we vote for on this one? I can't remember who we voted for.
It was an L, and we thought it was Silken, I think.
Move your feet. Interesting.
Let me see anything here.
Let's try this.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, it's a H.
An I
that's pretty
or a
good.
H? Was it a H or an I?
It was actually a H.
Oh, God.
So,
This one is so hard. This one is so hard.
This is
See anything?
anyone's name. Probably something like one of those lines through it as part of the letter. Or
I
maybe
want
even the letter's part of one of those.
I want to
lines.
spin the
A
picture.
U in their name. Or oh no, I know.
Interesting. Let's continue.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue.
I think it's an upside down
It
N.
can't be
I think
equal
it's
or
an up.
something.
I think
It
it's
looks like an upside down Y, actually.
An upside down N.
Yeah, it is an N.
Ah!
Nice one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Started it at the very last second.
Wonderful execution.
Wow.
Oh god, not this one again.
Who killed Sonic with a wood chipper?
Well, we know it's not
I would
Pooty
think
because we
there's a
already
very
voted.
obvious
This was the one that we
hint,
voted
but
for.
It can't be her.
I think
Yeah,
in a
I
staggering,
believe we voted for Pooty before, so
I think even though it's highly unlikely he would in real life, I think Flopsy killed him. Because we all know he loves
Could be King
Sonic.
Shadow.
So it
There's some
throws.
pretty obvious O's there.
If I can't have you, you can't.
But I kind of think like he'd do it to try and throw us off the track.
Have I run out of time?
Mr. Meador.
Equal.
Another N. Wow, that's very well hidden.
That's good. That's really good.
There's a lot of letters in this one.
Which is probably deliberate. No
I
one's got
kind
an
of see
X.
an H as Batman's head. Who had an H? King
Oh
Shadow.
yeah.
I see an upside down A.
Yeah, there's a few letters in this one. It could be. Or maybe the back of his clothes with an N.
Yes, yes.
There's a lot of possibilities here.
There is.
This is a very well done one, I reckon.
So I'm just randomly picking at this point.
Yeah.
Don't waste my time.
I wasn't me.
It was me.
What? It's not supposed to be at all.
What is?
That's a no. Yeah.
What
the
happened here?
stream's frozen. No, that's on my end. Never mind.
This looks fun.
What the heck happened?
I just.
don't think it was Eco. It can't have been Eco because he's used that he's used that thing before and when he was caught before.
Oh.
Who is it then?
Wow, I wonder what happened there.
Let's continue.
Yeah, for like an entire minute, the screen just frozen.
Nessie again.
Yes.
Wow.
Jeez.
Oh.
That is a why. Why is
Got a serial killer here.
So.
Right,
who made
these
the
are
trip
fancy
to Paris?
S's. I think. Fancy S's.
Okay, that egg was pretty bad.
I can't remember. Really should keep track of who I vote for. Who we vote for on different rounds.
I'll clean this up.
Is that everyone?
Excellent work, detectives. For the most part.
Like there's no indication on how well. I like how there's no indication on how well anyone's been doing.
No, I've no idea if I've come first, last, or second. Oh, King Shadow.
Shadow won.
No, well, no, not necessarily.
Murderers. Ugh.
It's Nessie.
It's
Yeah.
Nessie.
Killed.
One who brought the most popular accomplices.
I think he has one now though, because he won the 2 categories.
And our overall winner is.
Namida. No.
Ah, Nessie.
Congratulations.
Ah.
One more accusation. You're all very rude guests. Guilty.
Okay, that game was way too long.
Way too long.
Yeah. And I will say it's definitely better with voice chat.
Oh, my murderer scores just so. I only killed one. I couldn't
Yeah, I
figure
only killed
out.
one as well.
I came 7th.
I didn't do
Oh,
very
well.
well either.
Jesus Christ. that-
Basically,
I'm gonna take a little break.
well, in my card there, I just hit an I. So well.
Anyway, I'm gonna take a little break for now. I'm just probably gonna